Welcome to this Pilates class. Now, if you look on my right side, I have a block and a ball that you can use during the class. The ball will make some of the movements a bit stronger, and the block will make some of the movements a bit softer. If you don't have a block in your collection of props, you can also use a thick book or a dictionary. If you don't have a ball in your collection, you can also use a cushion, or maybe you have something else soft round in your house laying down. Now we're going to start with our feet in hip distance. So let's start by bringing our heels together, and then you're rolling your feet over towards your big toes. Then we're going to tuck our tailbone a little bit. So by tucking the tailbone, you will lengthen your spine. So what we do naturally is that we arch the lower back a little. Now, if you tuck it a bit more, then you can lengthen that back and it will be less arched. And especially if you have lower back problems, this can really help. Then we're going to lift up our pubic bone towards our belly button. So what you do is it's like you put a jeans on a size too small. So remember when you were about 16 years old, laying down on your back and then zipper it up? Now that kind of feeling, that's what you want here. So in your straight abdominals, you want to zipper it up. And then you start pulling your belly button back in towards your spine. And this way, we activate our powerhouse. Now let's take both of our arms up, take all the way up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to lower your shoulders back. Now release your shoulder blades, and then bring your right hand around the left wrist. You're going to make a nice side bend. So lengthen your waist, your rib cage. And then you take a deep inhale, you start rolling yourself back up. You start switching around, and you're going to do the same to the other side. Now let's take a deep breath in, roll yourself back up. And then you're breathing out, you're releasing that right arm. You're going to stretch your left arm over. Now see if you can lift your left heel a little off the floor. Start bending a little deeper. And then you release your heel back down. Take a deep breath in, roll yourself all the way up. And then we're going to do the same to the other side. So you start releasing your arm. Try not to overstretch your knees and start stretching over at the same time. Release your right heel. See if you can bend a little deeper. Roll your heel back down. Hold. We'll take a deep breath in. Take both arms up. And then while we breathe out, we start rolling ourselves forward. And we do that vertebrae for vertebrae. Now drop your chin towards your chest. And just hang here for a moment. Release your head first. Relax your shoulders and your neck. And then while you breathe out, you're going to bend your knees and start bringing your belly over towards your thighs. And then while you take a deep breath in, you're going to lengthen your sits bones all the way up towards the sky. Now let's make this movement a few times in a row. So you start to bend, and you start to stretch. Go ahead, bend and stretch. Let's do this one more time. Then you keep both of your knees bent, and you're just going to lift your upper body. Now we're taking both of our arms to the side. Now activate your thigh muscles and your calves at the same time. We're going to make small circles with the arms. Now you want to feel it burn. You want to feel the awareness of your muscles. Then we're going to make those same small movements the other way around as well. Let's do this for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift yourself up, but keep your arms to the side. Now see if you can keep your hips to the front of your mat. And then we're going to make a soft twist to the right. Take a deep breath in, move yourself back to the middle. And then while you breathe out, you're going to move the weight to the left. So slowly move yourself back, twisting. Keep your hips forward and sideways. 3, you go. Now twist to the left. We're going to do this 2 more times. So move yourself back slowly and then start moving yourself to the right. 1 more time, back to the left. Then we take both of our arms up towards the sky. Now soften the shoulders again. Lift yourself all the way up towards your toes. Press all 10 into the floor. Now start bending those knees back towards the big toes. Keep sliding down like you're sliding down a wall. Hold on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forward. Drop your hands. And release. Now we're going to walk our hands all the way up towards the top of the mat. Now see if you can spread your fingers wide over the floor, push your palms down, and then start pressing your heels away, lengthening your calf muscles and your thigh muscles, your hamstrings. Now hold on. Keep pulling in your belly button, and then you're going to move your right knee in towards the nose. So pull it forward. Now step it back, and let's see if we can do the same with the left. So you start moving it forward. Step it back. Let's do the same with the right, one at a time. Two more. Once more. Then we're going to release our knees super slow in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop. Now my hands are still underneath my shoulders and my knees are still underneath the hips. Now take a look at your elbows. We have the tendency to overstretch them when we press our hands down. Now we don't want that because we don't want to put too much pressure into our joints. Now see if you can bring the pressure a bit more towards your pinky finger. Smallest finger, but the strongest one. Connected to your elbow and to your shoulder, and automatically you will activate your triceps a bit more. Now your triceps is the muscle here on the outside of the arm. So it's a part of 3, that's why it's called a tricep. And we're going to arch our spine. So we're going to lift up our tailbone, release vertebrae for vertebrae, start opening up the heart a little. Now rolling the back of the head all the way over to the top of the back. And then you're going to round your spine. So first you start dropping your tailbone. Then you start lifting your spine all the way up. Now press the top of the feet into the floor. Let's do that again. So we're going to arch and round. And we'll do that a few times in a row. And eventually you start lengthening your spine. So you start breathing in and then release your back. You start stretching your right leg behind you. Now press it up. Now push the ball of the foot away. Tuck your toes a little. Start stretching your left arm forward. See if you can hold balance. Exhale, start moving your elbow and knee in towards each other. Inhale, start stretching. Let's do that again. So you move it inwards, then you stretch it away. Go ahead, in, out. We'll do that once more. So you're going to pull it in, then you stretch it away. You drop your left hand. You're going to tuck your left toes and lift yourself up into a triangle pose. Now you're going to move your right knee in towards the nose, plank pose. Now you're going to press it away, flex your foot, lift it up as high as you can. Let's do that again. So we start moving forward super slow. Press it up. Go ahead, in, out. Now we're going to double it. So we're going to do this 4 more times. Move forward. Lift it. We'll do that 1 more time. So move it all the way to the front. Now hold on for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that right knee. And then start opening up to the side. Now press your left foot away. We're going to move our elbow and knee in, hug, and extend. Let's do that again. So we pull it in, we extend. Now double it. So for another 4. One more time. Then you drop your left hand back underneath your shoulder and your left foot is extended right away. Now let's see if we can take a right arm forward. Exhale, pull your elbow and knee in. Inhale, press it away. Let's do that again. One more. Then you drop your right hand. You're going to tuck your right toes, lift up that left leg, so press it away. Start moving your knee in towards the nose. Lift and lengthen. Let's do that again. Pull it in. Up. For another 6. Two more. One more time to start moving it forward all the way. Then lower it, open up. So it's your right hand that lets go, right foot that you press away. Pull it in, elbow and knee, even to touch. Start pressing it away. Let's do that again. Two, 1, then lift, release. Now drop your knees next to you. We're going to lengthen our thigh muscles. Now start moving your belly button in towards your spine. Lengthen your abdominals, so lift up that pubic bone. Think about that zipper. Now if you want, you can tuck your toes as well. And here you're going to move back just a little. Now press it all the way back. Feel the length of your thigh muscles. See if you can open up both of the arms. Now let's go back to our circling. Small circles. Now activate your pelvic floor muscles. Let's see if you can circle the other way around as well. For another 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles and release. Take a seat. Now we're going to roll ourselves all the way back. Vertebrae for vertebrae. Now step your heels a little closer in. Press your toes down. Tuck your tailbone. Release your lower back towards the floor. Now we're going to lift ourselves up. Move ourselves all the way over towards our shoulders. And you start pressing up the hips. Now if you have a ball, you can use it. Bring it underneath the hips. You don't have to. You can also do it without. Now you press your left foot down into the floor. And it's your right leg that you're going to extend all the way up towards the sky. Now again, if you don't have a ball, you can also use a book or lift off. Then you're going to take your right leg forward, extend it, flex it, and lift it. Let's do that again. So you extend it forward, you flex it and lift it. 6 more. Two, 1. Drop your right foot. Let's see if we can do the same with the other side. So it's our left leg goes up. So if you want to release your hips on top of the ball or the block, that's okay. But if you have the strength, lift those hips up. Let's do the same with the left. Point it forward, flex your foot up. Let's do that again. For another 6. 2, 1, release your left foot. Now remove that ball. You're going to drop your hips super slow. And then you take a deep breath in and roll your hips all the way up. Let's try that again. Roll back up. Go ahead. One more. And then we're going to roll our hips all the way down. Now let's move our knees up over the hips. Now point your toes forward. So see if you can keep your knees over the hips and feel what happens to your lower back. So the moment that you start to arch that lower back a little too much, you can always move your knees slightly in, or lift your head up a little. It helps, especially for the pelvis, to drop the pelvis down. So option 1 is to pull your knees in a little closer. Option 2 is to use the block. Then we drop our hands next to the hips and we start releasing our right foot. Then you move it up slowly and you start doing the same with the left. So it's one at a time. You tap, you lift. Now, how does it feel to lift up the back of the head and the shoulders a little? Go ahead with those legs. If you use the block underneath your head, see if you can release just a little. Makes it easier to press your lower back down towards the floor. Then we're going to use our right leg. So we're going to drop our right toes and extend our left arm. Start moving it back, and then you switch. One at a time. Tap, extend, back. Go ahead. Two more. Last one. Then we'll do both legs, both arms. So you start dropping your toes super slow. Extend your arms behind you. Keep pressing your lower back down. Lift. Let's do that again. Lift. Go ahead. Two more. Let's do this one more time. And then roll your head down and start circling those knees over the belly, just small circles. So is it me or is it getting nice and warm inside? Now let's see if we can circle the other way around as well. Then we bring our legs back into that same 90-degree angle. You point your toes forward. Now again, you have the option to lift up your head and keep it on the block, or just release it off the floor. Then you're going to move your hands next to your legs. Now we take a deep breath in through the nose, and then while you breathe out, activate those pelvic floor muscles, so squeeze them a little, and then you're going to move your hands up and down with small pulsations. We do that 10 times in a row, and then you start taking a deep breath in again. So you inhale, and then while you exhale, you start moving your hands up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Go ahead. Exhale. Now, how does it feel to extend those legs a little further? Go ahead with those arms. Maybe drop those legs a little. I'm going to do this for the last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now pull your knees in and see if you can touch your heels, double leg stretch. So we're going to extend both arms, both legs, move forward. Let's do that again. And in. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Roll your head down and just cycle with those legs. Small circles out of the hips. Relax your shoulders and your head for a moment on top of the block or on top of the floor. If you have your head down to the ground, see if you can keep your lower back kind of connected to your mat. And then lift up your head and your shoulders. See if you can extend your arms again. And then activate those pelvic floor muscles and see if you can roll yourself up toward a boat pose. Keep on cycling. Now open up your arms. Hold balance. Go ahead for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your hands towards the inside of the knees. Now see if you can extend your legs up towards the sky. Hold on, lengthen. Maybe move your hands up towards your ankles, even towards your feet. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands back towards the knees. Now pull them in. We're going to roll back and forth like a ball. So roll back and forth. Let's try that again. Two. Last one. See if you can extend your legs behind your head. Lift up those hips. Feel that stretch. Extend the arms. Now lengthen your back. See if you can pull your knees in towards your forehead and bring your hands over to your lower back. Support yourself. Now, how does it feel to extend just the right leg up towards the sky? Maybe extend the left leg behind. Let's do this with the right leg. Left leg goes up. 2, 1. And then roll your back slowly towards the floor. Drop both of your feet down. We're going to windshield wiper our knees from the right to left. Now we're going to drop both of our knees to the right side. Open up your left arm. Give it a nice twist. And we'll twist the other way around as well. Closing my mic. There we go. Now for the last movement, we're going to extend both of the legs up. So press your feet together, your calves, drop your hands. Now you can open them up a little further, or if you have the ball, use the ball, press it down towards your chest. Bring your hands on top. We'll drop both of the knees to the right like a twist. Then you'll take a deep breath in, take both of the legs back up, and then breathe out, drop them to the left. Inhale, extend them up. Exhale, release them to the right. Let's try that again. Lift them and drop them. Two more. One more time. And then you drop your ball, you bring your hands back towards the inside of the knees. You start rolling up and down. We'll do that one more time, and then you stretch both of your legs over the floor. Now lengthen your back first, and you're going to take a deep breath in. Now see if you can flex your feet, and then roll yourself forward. See if you can roll forward, drop your belly over towards your thighs. Maybe even roll your chin over the knees, and then start rolling forward, hands around the feet. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine, extend. And then breathe out, roll yourself forward. Let's try that again. Let's do that one more time. So we inhale. Then while you exhale, you're going to point your toes forward and see if you can roll your nose all the way to the front. We're going to move ourselves up, vertebrae for vertebrae. And then we're going to extend both of our legs forward. Then see if you can lift your cheeks a little so you can drop your sit bones a little deeper. Now pull in that belly button again, zipper it up, and then lift your right leg up just a little off the floor. Roll it back down. Let's see if we can do the same with the left, just a little. Keep your back straight though. See if you can imagine that you're sitting against a wall. Lengthen, lift, release. We'll do that once more. Up and drop. Bring your feet in. See if you can bring your hands around the feet and then lift your knees up and down a little. We're going to move our left foot in, right foot around. Take a deep breath in. Take both arms up towards the sky. And then while you breathe out, release your right hand, and you're going to extend your left arm. Maybe you can even drop your elbow without lifting any sit bone. And then you take a deep breath in, you roll yourself back up. While you breathe out, you're going to extend to the other side. Hell over, feel that stretch. Reach a little further. Take a deep breath in. And while you breathe out, you start moving your hands in front of your heart. You start taking a moment. we always take a moment to thank ourselves. We thank ourselves for taking the time to tune in, for sharing the energy with the people around us, but most importantly, you share it with yourself. You take 30 minutes for you to practice, to move around, and to enjoy, hopefully. And I would like to do the same. I would like to thank you. Thank you very much for joining and tuning in. Let's open up our arms and then give ourselves an enormous hug and release. Enjoy. And who knows, maybe you'll think of me tomorrow as well.